everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today I'm kind of excited, a little bit, because I am feeling a little bit better, not much, but a little bit, and I'm taking every little bit I can get, okay? Because I just don't, I don't do well with pain, and I really don't know how other people do, especially like a constant pain. I can deal with like a pain that you get and then goes away. But when it's constant like this, like a nerve pain or like a toothache, like, well, I guess that'd be a nerve too. But the constant of it, I can't. But I do feel much better. Been praying because I'm telling you, I kind of feel bad for my family having to deal with me at this point. But we're gonna be doing a kind of colorful look because I'm kind of in the mood. I'm just like I need something colorful, you know? So the palette I'm using is the Jeffree Star Psychedelic. Is that what it's called? Yeah. The Psychedelic Circus palette, his new palette. I've already done a look with it, but I like to do two looks. That way I get my feel of the palette and you get to see different shades and different colors and stuff. So the first shade we're going to go into is Mick. What? Oh, what? Oh, microdose. I was like, what is that? So my eyes aren't doing as well, though. My vision's slowly going, but hey. Stuff happens. So I'm basically going in with like it's kind of like a medium tan color, maybe. I don't know. So it's a brown. Like a sandy brown, maybe even. Yellow. It's more yellow, I guess. More yellow brown. I really don't know how to explain it. But it's a color I haven't used yet. And it's also a good color just to kind of start with. Get your feel for the color. Or feel for the look. Because I really wasn't for sure, like, which way I was going to go with this look. I didn't know if I could sit here long enough to do a colorful look or what, but I tried it. I made it. I think I'll be able to make it through fairly quickly. I am hoping. Again, not 100% sure, but I am going to try very hard. Alright, the next shade we're going to go into is Sideshow Blush. And for some reason, like, this is my favorite color out of the whole palette. I don't know what it is about this color, but like I seem to always have to gravitate towards it. It is such a pretty color. It really is. But yeah, I mean, this palette seems good. I mean, you have to like this color story, obviously. It's very colorful. That is for sure. But most of his palettes are. He has this select couple that are neutral palettes. But, all in all, this brand definitely leans more colorful than neutral. But I will say the color stories are pretty. Even if it isn't up my alley, I mean, they're still pretty shades of colors, But there's just, you see that shade? There's just something really pretty about this particular shade. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's just so pretty. And it blends beautifully. Look how easy it is. Easy to lay down, easy to blend. Beautiful. Like, I could wear this shade every day. I won't, but I could. The next shade I'm going to go into is Transcendence. Ooh, where's my mirror? Oh, there it is. We're going to take Transcendence and we're going to go along the lower lash line with it. And then I'm going to take that same shade, but I'm going to take it with a liner brush because I really want it in there dark. And we're just going to follow the lash line with it. I will say the looks that I have done with this palette, I have really liked. So I do think that if you purchase this palette, as far as like quality and stuff, it is good quality. You get your money's worth. And there's so many different looks that you can definitely do with this palette, obviously. Okay. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. Okay. I may go back to that, but not right now. The next shade we're going to go into is Sacred Knowledge. And I find this color kind of interesting too, in the sense of it's kind of a dark shade, so it's kind of scary for me. But at the same time, it's not. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But it's like a dark chocolatey brown, like a almost like a brown black, but definitely more brown. But it's just so pretty. Actually, you know what? The Sacred Knowledge kind of looks like tree bark, to be honest. I don't know why that, reading the name and seeing the color, why it reminds me of tree bark, but it does. But it's just so pretty. And it's easy to build, easy to use, easy to blend, like the whole 9 yards. And of course, don't get me wrong, I'm going in very easy. But the reason I'm doing that is because I know me, and it can get out of hand real quick. So I don't want that to happen, But it's definitely easy to work with. Okay. Then we're going to take this shade Tripping Balls, and I'm not going to wet this shade, and I'm just going to lay it all over the lid. Look how pretty this purple is though, and I didn't wet it, so do keep that in mind. You can definitely get a very metallic look out of this shade if you wanted it. But I didn't get any fallout with it, and I'm sort of just like, I tap and blend type of motion is the way I do it. Probably because it's just easier for me to manipulate the shade, to be honest. But it is so pretty, this particular shade. Now, even though I like it, this is not my favorite metallic shade in the palette, actually. But it's definitely a good run for the money. You know what I mean? My favorite shade is actually Mind Bender in this palette. It's a metallic, like pinky orange red color. It's so pretty. It really is. Somehow I got little black flakes everywhere. I don't know how that happened. And I am using a new mascara. Oh, I think we got transfer, y'all. Or not transfer. Yeah, transfer. From the mascara to my upper lid. But it could have just be that my lid was wet too. So let me give it another chance here. Just scrape that off. We'll see when it comes to the other side what it really does. But keep in mind the mascara I'm getting ready to talk about very well could transfer if you got hooded lids or long lashes. But look how pretty that is, that purple. It really is so pretty. Okay, now I am going to spray the brush for this one, only because in the previous video I did show it not sprayed, but this shade is just so flaky, and it will get everywhere if you let it, so I just don't want to be honest. It's very glitter. So, and it's called Tears of Joy, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner here. And I'm just putting it in that inner corner. Can you see that shade though? It's so pretty. It is very pretty though. Just gonna lay it down there. I mean, I don't know if any of these shades are technically like revolutionary, mind you. You know what I mean? But I will say I really feel like his formula has changed comparing to other palettes, to be honest. I could be wrong, but it just feels more, the metallic part, the metallics that is, they just feel different, more metallic, without even wetting them, is the way they feel. You know what I mean? So I kind of wonder if the formula hasn't changed up. And I'm kind of thinking it's for the better. Granted, I don't know that for sure, but it definitely feels it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think if you purchase this palette, I really don't think you would regret it. But I do think that it's a color story that isn't for everybody at the same time. So, but as far as like the metallics I've used, I have played with almost all the metallics, to be honest, just whether in a video or like just on my, you know, everyday life, just doing my makeup, playing, you know, and I adore them. I find them easy to work with. I think each, you know, I've not had a problem in like blending or laying down. I would suggest with certain shades to go in light-handed though, obviously, but I would say that about any colorful palette, especially if you're a beginner like myself, because you don't know where it's going to end. But all in all, like, I think this look looks really nice, and I was glad I got to play with the palette again to get a feel for it, a better feel for it. I'm going to curl the lashes. And then I got a sample of this new well, I guess it's not new mascara, but it's new to me. And it is the Louis Vuitton, I think. Is that what this is? Oh no, it's Valentino Beauty. Okay. Valentino Beauty. Why did I say? Oh, because it's red. Never mind. I know why I said it. And it's their mascara, and I got it in a sample free with purchase of something from Sephora. $25 order or something. And it's very wet. It's a very, very wet mascara so far. Now, this is the first time I'm trying it. It's the first time it's been open, so it definitely could dry out some, but right now it's a very wet mascara. But it does make my lashes look pretty. I don't really care. I don't like wet mascaras, to be honest, too wet, because if it doesn't dry fast enough, I'm going to get transferred because I got hooded eyes. And I'll look like a raccoon in no time. However, it does seem to dry okay after applying. But do be careful on first time use. I will keep playing with this just to see like how well it does throughout the day and what I think about it on like day 5 or a week from now type of thing. Because mascaras change over time. As they dry out or as they have been open and used, they do tend to most likely work better, to be honest. But not all. But most. At least that I have found, and I have tried a lot of mascaras. And I don't like that many, to be honest. I'm just not a fan. Especially considering price point and everything else. But I do think that looks nice the way that is. I think we can let that be like that. And then I'll go in with the Lancome Death and Seals on the bottom. And then I went for a nude lip also today. And I used a sample of the Valentino lip stick. And I'll give you that shade in just a second. I knew I was going to do that. Without fail, always do. Always got to mess up on mascara somewhere, you know? That just is what it is. The shade is 100R, and it's just a little teeny mini. But I do like this color and formula. Obviously, it's not going to be long wearing, but it feels really soft on the lips. And it almost feels like it's a little bit nourishing in its own way. Like, it's not slippy slidey, but yet it is definitely very, very comfortable for sure. Like, hands down comfortable. So, alright, let me just clean up this little mess I made right here with the mascara. And we are done. I did it. I did a colorful look. Finally, was able to sit down and do that. And that excites me a lot. It hurt a little bit. It's hurting. But I'm glad I got to do this. But this is the final look. And I think it looks so pretty. And again, this palette has a lot of different ways you can use it. A lot. You can do neutral looks. I mean, you can do just 2 shadow looks. Like, there's a lot of ways you can use this palette, but it's gonna be mostly colorful, you know, and you gotta be comfortable with colors to get real good use out of it anyway. But that is all I have for you today. I hope this helped in some way. I hope it brightened your day, because it definitely brightened mine using this palette, because I mean, it's been a while since I've been able to use a colorful palette, to be honest, and that excites me because as much as I like neutrals, I also like colors just as much. There's just some days where it's like a color can just brighten your day and make it better, especially a good pink. Although purple's pretty good too, but pink is my color. But what's your color? Let me know. What's your favorite color to use? Like if you're going for a colorful eyeshadow look, what is your favorite color to gravitate to? What do you like? And let me know. That is all I have. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I do upload. I upload every day but Sunday, but some Sundays I upload just depending on what new is coming out and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.